What's good, everybody? It's your boy Savage back from the depths and the grips of the COVID monster. I've been fighting hard, man. It was a crazy battle with the COVID, man. It really kicked my butt. I wouldn't wish this upon nobody. Thankful my family's doing good. My son's doing better. I'm thankful to be doing better myself. Not 100%, but here I am today dropping you this video. And okay, I'm gonna get to it like this. Anybody been in Corcoran shoe knows it wasn't very it wasn't like spotting Bigfoot, seeing Charles Manson. Charles Manson was nothing special. He ain't nobody special. He ain't never gonna be nobody special in regards to being a good person. So I really don't care much about him. However, a piece of prison history is a piece of prison history. He's been in prison for more decades than a lot of y'all have even been alive, myself included. So when I got the chance to meet him, it was pretty crazy, man, because I actually didn't even recognize him. And when I did talk to him, we did speak about everything. I asked him questions about the Beatles, the Helter Skelter, was he a Freemason? Everything you could read up about him, his book, Helter Skelter. I asked him those questions that needed to be asked or answered, I felt. Throughout the years going back, I would say maybe a 3-year period, 2-year period, I was going from the shoe to B Yard, which was a level 4 270 that just opened up in 2013, I want to say. So maybe about a year and a half. I kept going back and forth. I'd go catch a little shoe, come back, go kick me out to that yard, waiting transfer to Kern Valley. They didn't want to hold up bed space. They're not going to keep you in the shoe. And 3A04 was overfilled with fuck ups, which was their ad seg that they shared with the active yard, which in Corcoran was A Yard. Was the active yard. So that ad seg technically belonged to them, but they were making it a triple CMS ad seg, and then they had the ASU. Everything was overfilled, so why not let inmates go that were kickouts, waiting for transfer to Kern Valley, to Tehachapi, Salinas, wherever. Let them go to Corcoran B Yard, which was already a 270 level 4, but it was a 270 upon transfer. So anyways, going, I was able to see Charles Manson quite a few times. And was actually able at one point to even walk alongside him to visit while he was being escorted. I was being escorted. I obviously was in shackles, feet, hands shackled to the waist. He's shackled to his chair, pushing his wheelchair. He wasn't in trouble. PHU was in 4A, 4 right, and the shoe, but it's a protective housing unit for them. So Charles Manson, Juan Corona, that John Garner guy was there. All these guys who are there are not in any level of trouble or discipline. So it's just a small, isolated little group gathering. It's just a section that they had, A section and 4A, 4 right. I know you guys don't want to hear numbers and buildings and it's boring. It's important that you guys do pay attention, though, because when someone calls another man a liar, they got to have the facts, you know what I'm saying? And if someone's telling a story, they should also have the facts. They can't just say something like I met Charles Manson and not produce time, dates, buildings, and everything else. Otherwise, that person's a fucking liar. So aside that, I end up running into him one last time in 4A4 right. I'm in B section now on the top tier, and Charles Manson got in trouble. He got kicked out of A section, which was PHU, for, I want to say, being caught with a cell phone, or it could be anything like that, talking shit to the staff or whatever his problem was. He was in B section right next door to a close friend of mine who was an active Crip. Now, in 4A4 left and 4A4 right, and all through the A side of the shoe, GPs are intermingled with the PC, like cells. Like it's a hit and a miss. There's no one set. They will put majority of PC in 4A4 left, the 2-5ers and 4A4 right, but there's still GPs mixed up anywhere, because the Corcoran correctional officers, they don't play that. They don't operate, they don't cater, they don't do none of that. They do their program. It was all mixed. So Scrappy, I had met Scrappy, I think the very first time I went to the shoe, and he was Scrappy from 190 Crip. And he was still there. He was there throughout all the years. Every time he got a chance to, he attacked the CO. So anyways, I ended up telling him, hey bro, you think you can get your neighbor to sign my drawing? It was once I found out Charles Manson was there, I kind of went crazy, because screw talking to him. I had already done both of those things. I had already met him and talked to him, so screw all that. But a drawing, one of my drawings, signed by him, now that's money. So that's what I did. I don't even think I finished the drawing because I was so excited just to send it down. And so Scrappy's like, yeah, dude, send it down, bro. I'll get it signed for you, no problem. So I sent it over to Tier. Boom, he sends it over to the cell. He was already working deals with Charles Manson as far as packages. They had to shut down Charles Manson by moving him to another block, because what he would do is get packages sent to everybody, because everybody was willing and ready to send him a package. But you can only receive so many packages as an inmate. What if you're A1A, A2B, not in trouble, which was his situation? You're not going to be able to exercise the system and get that many packages. You just ain't, in your name. So if you get it in all kinds of other inmates' names who are becoming eligible, and at the time, I want to say the NDS program was starting to come out, and the NDS program was helping inmates who were in the SHU to get more things like packages and fans and shoes and clothes, things we had never had before in the SHU. We were able to start getting them throughout this program. So a lot of us were able to get packages, technically speaking. So that's what they were working out. And he had the report where he believed he could send my drawing over there. Now, if I was able to look Charles Manson in his eyes and be like, hey, man, it's me, man. You remember me? The guy who was asking all these crazy questions, and we talked, and I always said, what's up to you? And whatever, sign my drawing, he would have done it too. But I wasn't able to get to him. My yard rotation never landed on his. He was directly below me. The yard runs in a loop, right? So where they leave off, they'll fill up the kennels outside with the next bunch of inmates, and it never landed to where me and him ever were going outside together. But all the other inmates who were with him obviously were, and my boy was going out there with him, talking to him for long ass periods of time. So anyways, I sent my drawing down there, and he sends it next door, and it stays over there for 3 to 4 days. 3 to 4 days. I'm like, bro, what's going on? He's like, I sent it over there. He says he's going to sign it, man. He says he's going to sign it. You got to understand, at this time, Charles Manson's already old as hell. Old. Crazy already. He started off crazy when he was younger, but he's already losing his mind, talking to nobody, talking to the sky, singing songs. You know what I mean? He's not fully gone in a vegetable state by any means, but he's taking a sweet ass time. Finally, I get my drawing, and it's signed on the back when I asked clearly to sign it on the front. I understand why he didn't want to ruin the art, maybe. I understand maybe, he wanted to save the drawing and thought maybe his signature or autograph across the whole drawing there wouldn't be a good spot for it, or I don't know. But for whatever reason, it comes back and it's got his whole signature signed on the back of it. I didn't have any form of, or any way or method to authenticate it, to see if it was a real autograph, was it fake, was it real, blah, blah, blah. Up until now. I Googled it. I Googled his autograph, you know what I mean? Because I haven't even seen the drawing. Those who know, my dad has it, and I want him to keep it. I told him to keep it. It's a gift, no matter how much it's worth. It could be worth millions and millions and millions. It's his. It's my father's now. I gifted it to him. But he did send me pictures of the envelope, the one I send it in, the letter that says I was in Corcoran, everything, man. It's just, you'll see. I'm showing it to you guys. And once you compare the autographs, he has a very distinct autograph. And I just don't know that anyone that was in the SHU, no inmate next to him, especially not Scrappy's ass, is going to know how to forge his autograph. No, that ain't gonna happen. So anyways, with all that being said, I wanted to produce the drawing, pictures of the autograph. I'll even include one from Google so you can authenticate it yourself or whatever. And you'll see the envelope that says Corcoran SHU. This video isn't to prove anything to you guys. It's just to give you guys the last piece of the puzzle. Those who have seen this Charles Manson video, who have watched it, have probably seen the one on the Savage Family channel because it has so many views, or have possibly seen the one on this one. But this is the one that actually has the drawing included. I didn't get to finish it. Don't critique my art too much. It's just with a cheap ass pen filler. But yeah, man, as much as I don't really care for the guy personally on a personal level, it was pretty pretty cool, man, to get an autograph from somebody that's so iconic in the prison world and so iconic through LA history. And yeah, man, and the drawing is still, my dad still has it. It's still in good condition, great condition. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. And tune in, man. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep the wheels going here. Much love, much respect.